There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Human Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So North Texas offense is on the field for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The kick is on its way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So Tulane's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for the...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now, he is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
They booted away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Right on the money. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
North Texas really has it going on offense. The run from the shotgun. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Mean Green now facing the meanest of problems on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
North Texas will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Green Wave lining up facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Finds a man by himself. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Man, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times where you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on second and short. They'll go right back to him. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Behind the chains now on second and long. It'll be a draw. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets away. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first two possessions. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
They'll try the toss to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Preston. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They're looking for something, looking for any. There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. No, he got loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on second down. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And that was a good effort. That was a good...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. This time he's got his man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, the offense is getting creative. They're getting close to the goal line. They're trying to take advantage of this guy's speed by using the jet sweep. It's a good play call.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. He'll keep it himself. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. Rushes on him. Caught over the middle. It's Vaughn. Touchdown, North Texas. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Turner. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Works the middle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Got enough for the first. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. Showing off the arms. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking for space, it's Turner. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bohannon.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make it in.
Turning it on! And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gonna run it. It's Gordon. He's in open space downfield. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. A designed run for the quarterback. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Here comes the offense on second down. It's a draw. Got the first down and more. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Hayes. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Tulane! They take the lead with the 6.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 64 yards right down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They go to the ground. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for space, it's Jackson. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Finds the tight end. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
North Texas will have to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a crease, it's Gordon. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The official says no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that field goal could have iced the game, but with the miss, we've still got a close one.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Quick step and go. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Tripped up for the tackle.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On 4th down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the 1st down, but you give up an explosive play, and all of a sudden now you're reeling a little bit defensively.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. How about this defense slamming the door shut with a fumble recovery, and the offense should be able to run out the clock from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, if they put their A game together.
David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.